Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about integration of princely state. We have already discussed about partition and the main three challenges, right? So the first challenge was to build a united nation, building a nation state. So that was the first challenge, and in that challenge, India has to face a severe problem, and the most important and the most dangerous problem was partition, because many people were died during the partition, and both India and Pakistan has suffered a lot during the partition. Then comes because we were studying building a nation state. So there are many other problems. First was partition. Now the second problem is the integration of princely state. Integration means merger. So during the British rule also, all of us have known this, that there were so many kingdoms, and the state were ruled by the princess or a prince or a king, right? Though Britishers have the supreme power, they were the supreme, but the state belongs to the king also at that time. So after independence, because after independence Britishers have to leave, so their supremacy will also be finished. At that time, the Britishers gave special power to the princely state. They said that after independence our supremacy will be finished, so princely state will also be independent. Now it's up to princely states where they wanted to belong, whether it's India or Pakistan, or they wanted to remain independent, and the decision has to be taken by the princely state and the rulers, not by the people of that particular kingdom or particular area or particular state, but the ruler himself will decide whether they wanted to merge with India or Pakistan, or they wanted to remain independent. So this was another problem in nation building, because there were almost 565 states, and would become legally independent. 565 princely states were there during that time, during independence. So 565 states, if they decided that they did not want it to be a part of India, if they wanted to remain independent, then what will happen? The dream of nation building will be collapsed. So this was a very crucial time for the member of the drafting committee or the government at that time. So they decided to merge all the princely state in India, but this was a very difficult task. Now we will study how they merged, how the princely state merged with India. First of all, when the Britishers gave them power to decide on their own, at that time the ruler of Travancore announced that the state has decided on independence. Now the ruler of Travancore wanted to remain independent. They did not want it to merge with either India or Pakistan. Similarly, Nizam of Hyderabad, they also said that they wanted to remain independent. Another was Nawab of Bhopal, they were against joining Constituent Assembly. So these three states, they were against they did not wanted to join either India or Pakistan. They wanted to remain independent. Okay, now so this was a difficult task for the government to merge, to make them realize that India should have a unity. We have dreamed of unity, a union of nation, but because of this princely state, it becomes difficult for the government to make a united India. Now then started the government approach. Now we will discuss how the government influence all the princely state. Okay. Now at that time, Sardar Patel was India's deputy prime minister and the home minister during the crucial period immediately following independence. So during the period of independence or immediately after independence, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was India's deputy prime minister and home minister also. So he played a historic role in negotiating with the rulers of the princely state firmly but diplomatically and bringing most of them into the Indian Union. It may look now easy, but it was a very complicated task which required skillful persuasion. So it was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel who spoke with other many princely states. He influenced them to join India. But we are reading this line, right? So when we read this time, we thought that this is very easy. He just talked to them and they came to India. They wanted to merge themselves with India. But it was not an easy task. He has to do lots and lots of hard work. He has to become a diplomat during that period so that the princely state would join India. Okay. Now, the government approach was guided by three considerations. Firstly, the people of most of the princely state clearly wanted to become part of Indian Union. So there were when the government decided how the princely state, how we can influence them to merge with India. At that time, the princely state, the government guided three approach. Okay, so the first one was people of most of the princely state wanted to merge with India. They wanted to become part of India. That was one. Second, the government was prepared to be flexible in giving autonomy to some region. So in princely state, government decided that they will give certain autonomy, certain freedom in some regions if they merge with India. And third, the contest over democratization of territory, the integration and consolidation of the territorial boundaries of the nation had assumed supreme importance. Now the supreme importance was territorial integration, territorial boundaries, and that will be possible only if the princely state merged with India. If India became a union nation, then only all this problem will be. So government decided three approach that they knew that in some parts of the state people wanted to become part of India. Second, if princely state wanted to, they were influenced and they was ready to join India, then in some regions the government will give certain autonomy, certain freedom. And the third was there was a contest over democratization of territory, the integration and consolidation of territorial boundaries. Everyone, all the territories, whatever boundaries were there during princely state, all those boundaries will be within India. India as a whole will be a map, and within that India there will be a boundary. And if all of them wanted to become part of India, and if India's map has been established, then the boundaries, whatever boundaries will be there is no importance of that boundaries. So now before 15th August 1947, peaceful negotiation had brought almost all states whose territory were contiguous to the new boundaries of India into the Indian Union. The ruler of most of the states signed a document called the Instrument of Accession, which meant that their state agreed to become part of the Union of India. So during the period of independence or before independence, before 1 month or 2 months back before independence, many states has signed a document called Instrument of Accession, which means they were ready to join Indian Union. Now, accession of the princely state of Junagadh, Hyderabad, Kashmir and Manipur proved more difficult than the rest. So these princely states, Junagadh, Hyderabad, Kashmir and Manipur, they were difficult to influence at that time. They created many problems during the integration. Okay, the desire of Junagadh was resolved after plebiscite confirmed people's desire to join India. In the people of Junagadh, they wanted to join India, the common people. So the prince or the king was ready.